I am sending to you directly. The Spirit of God I send into you United States, CIA, DIA, your House of Congress, especially your USA Navy, to know that what is coming. So God replied me for maybe 10 minutes ago. I am waiting to you raise the mission of God, United States, CIA, DIA, your government. I understand this is the not way should be in my case, God told. To I waiting, I connected all the government, but I am middle of the street, very soon going living on the street because of God did not attack Canada or did not attack you, United States. So God replied me maybe 10 minutes ago in the shower to send into USCIA here, I bring it to you, DIA building to know that. You don't need to raise in the mission of God in the United States. You don't need to do that. Only you are responsible to not costing me, I be in Canada, God told. As US Navy, your side hold me back in Canada to get your organized and maybe you raise me again in the United States, maybe not, as Trump did. President Trump, I did raise 45 years and he did same thing. He win for presidential, he walk away, which is Trump, according to God, he own me his future. And Trump is going to be punished, according to the God. But one of the terrible things is going to happen in the Trump family. I guarantee to you, the Spirit of God told me. And he is not agree with the Trump to come in the power again. And United States have nobody after Joe Biden, which is not going to be long. I am sending to you, United States CIA, you costing me my life Mozabur in the Canada, which is, I did promise here, Canada is here. This is the Canada. I bring it to you here soon. What is going to happen in Canada? This is the Canada. 200,000 kilometers in Canada is going to face that. What more I must bring? Canada is done, according to this man here. Very soon, Canada is done. So I am sending to you USA Navy. God told before I bring you on the investigation, United States Navy, what you did cost behind my future. Keep me in Canada. Maybe you use me. Maybe I am important person. Maybe I am not important person to use me. You put me outside the box, which is in the risk. You put deadly risk in my life, USA Navy, USA government, and CIA department and DI department to get yourself a stand, organized when I am middle of the street very soon. So I am sending to you, US government, I bring to you evidence, CIA department. You can see that this is the nuclear explosion atomic bomb. CIA department, I am sending to you here, right here, to your building. If this is your building, I am sending to you this message right now. And this is, you can see, nuclear atomic explosion. Before you come in on the biggest atomic explosion CIA building, because according to information I have to send you, I was in the shower. God told me, calm down, and take my message. According to the God's CIA department, God told me to send you DIA. One night, you sleeping in your bed, and you can see whole thing the United States shake by this.
Кривой столб, поднимающийся с земли, быстро увеличился в объеме. Через несколько секунд после взрыва диаметр полевого столба составлял около 10 километров.
According to the God asked me to send him to you, CIA department, here. Don't let my life going play on game because my patience, my limits, and you did nothing. And believe me, CIA department, DIA department, I am not interested you or your department or your future or coming to your country, United States. I am not interested. Only my message tonight, don't don't interrupt to I move into my own country. Let I make deal with the Canada. Don't tell Canada they keep me here in Canada because you believe or not believe it. United States CIA Navy is here, right here. Top of your building here, this is a CIA building, and this is an atomic explosion here, right here. It's not too far from you, here. I bring it closer to you, you can see that. Right here, CIA department. But I'm not talking about this only. I'm talking about everything you have in the United States be attacked, CIA building. My message tonight before I go to sleep, because I don't know tomorrow I must go on the street or not on the street, because they must make decision, my case in the city, BC Vancouver, because I did not have a job and I am behind. And other side, enemy going behind me, cut me off with them to not get work from Canada. Their police, criminal, and their India culture or other culture cut me off to not get work. Other side, they go to my landlord to say this person must go out from this house. Anyway, I am sending only what I am going to do, CIA department. I want you go out from my completely my side, CIA building, United States government. Only my message tonight, CIA government, don't keep me in Canada, especially you US Navy sneaky behind the mic. You believe in Jesus here. Okay, I bring it to you here, right here. Jesus gave you warnings, US Navy, tonight, because I am one step far to my life become destroyed. And God is not going to let this happen. And God is going to destroy the Canada. But I am one step far. I tell you, US Navy, even you believe in Jesus, you go to pray to the Jesus in the church. I tell you today, US Navy, average of you be killed in the United States. You must believe my heart. I am speaking to you. If you did cost me, I stay in Canada to not move out from Canada, go back to my own country, to not facing all this crime. Nobody asked you to raise the mission of God, CIA, United States government. Nobody asked you, I come into making movie of God, movie, international world, movie in the space to raising your mission to the United. Nobody asked you, United States. Myself, personally, I am not interested in United States to do this for your future. Only things I say to you tonight, United States government, don't do one mistake behind me in Canada to Canada keep me in Canada. I want only, if you want to help me, United States, here I bring it to you here. If you want to help me, United States government here, to I help you from this attack, because you caused me problem, CIA department, by Trump time, President Trump, by your chief CIA, they did not respond for me. They put me outside the box when I did all the support to Trump. When chief of the CIA came, that man, he went supporting Jewish people. He did not raise me. When I did everything for Trump, raise the Trump. Subject is here. I promise to you, this person told CIA chief, you are undetterable. I am not saying to you, you are terrible. This person, middle of the maybe 15, 20 minutes before, he told me to send you, CIA chief, you are on the big terrible. As I told you here again, I bring a subject here. Risk is here. They bringing you to you, CIA chief. As the Christian man you are, you told you believe in Jesus. They bringing this to you. And killing, basically you, CIA chief. You must believe this information because of God want here. God is standing behind the CIA building. To not be interrupt, acknowledge and wisdom of God, to not be interruption, because I get terrible, which is I did get terrible right now, many parts. I am everything behind right now in my life because I did work in the internet 24/7 from 8 years ago for United States, from raise fight for Trump, fight with the terrorists, or fight with the Muslim in Canada, or fight for this or fight for that to US Tehran win, which is I did make the win, Tehran, and he take off. But CIA chief told he don't support me. Let this man become behind. So CIA chief department, if you believe in this man here, this man tell you tonight, you are in trouble, CIA chief. What they cost me in my future in Canada, what I did for Trump, and what I got back. And Joe Biden, God want you understand, Joe Biden, we are not against you, Joe Biden. We are not going to come against you. I make deal with the Trump, and Trump losing very important part in his life. If his black culture Obama team caused that, black culture Obama team coming on the war breaking news by this, according to the God, by this attack. Because my life has been destroyed, and God want to keep me safe, to nothing happening for my life, something I do. So I am sending to you, CIA Department, United States, don't bring the information about me or connect me. I am not interested to raising the future of the United States for mission of God. You, everything is dead right now. Value, your future, my mission to raise, everything dead right now. Because decision, wisdom and knowledge of God making decision. God not interest to forcing someone raising his mission. It is not going to happen. I can tell you, United States. Only things God give to you warning, Joe Biden. If you want to help me, I go back to my country. I will help you, Joe Biden, here. I promise to you, I will save you from atomic nuclear explosion to FBI, to CIA, to black culture. I will not bring this nuclear atomic explosion to United States, which is, I promise to you, God blood here. It is the plan to happen to United States. According to information I have, this is the end of standing in the space. Wisdom and knowledge of God be released in the space, and angel will take shot, revolutionary war, beating the demon in the sky. Demon fall by astronaut rocket, by comet to your CIA department here. Right here, your CIA department here, and government of United States. If you help me, Joe Biden, we are not against you, Joe Biden, and I am not going to go against you future. Whatever you did, I am only against the Trump as Christian man, and I am against the CIA chief as Christian man. They took my life for 5-7 years. After that, they took off. Trump took his ass and walked away, which is I lost 5 years, my life. Not 8 hours a day, at least 20 hours a day. I did not go to work. I worked 20 hours in the internet for Trump. I did not get nothing. I lost everything, my bill, everything I lost for Trump. It's not, the subject is God. Right now, he want to send you, Joe Biden. Don't let I be in Canada, Joe Biden, by your government, Russia, Mr. Putin. If you can help me, what I did for United States, you can help me some part of my finance. I can go back to my country, and everything I can promise to you here, United States, I will not let be attacked. Because plan is attacking United States CIA building, DIA building here. I bring it to you right here, evidence of the wisdom and knowledge of God, what is going to happen right here. Nuclear atomic explosion from space. So because right now I am sending to all of you to know that, Mr. But what I did for you, United States, you can't give part of my finance, whatever I did, to I get my feedback, to get myself, get one paper from the border security in Canada, and I moved from Canada. And in the few weeks, United States government, if I don't starting to get paid from government, from the basically put my stuff together to move, in few weeks, Canada coming on the attack, ladies and gentlemen. If Canada, wisdom and knowledge of Canada faster
before happening, they prepare for me money what they own me for crime of the terrorists in Canada behind my life by India culture or Muslim Arab inside the Canadian Security Service, all be responsible to their government parliament coming, which is God will bring to everything to their government building parliament in Canada, which is the here. So all that is the basically best things. I get paid United States government Joe Biden and I move from Canada. This is only things wisdom and knowledge of God came tonight to send into you. And we put the mission of God in the hand of mission of God because God is able to raise the mission from space.
I don't need to come to save your NASA technology weapon to not be attacked. By you supporting me, I am supporting your future. Only my message to you, United States, best things. I'm moving soon as possible from this land of the movable land of Canada out and take one ticket and go back to my country. Because this road I am right now in Canada, be Sudan and Gomorrah, be third war United States government, Joe Biden and your White House and your army and CIA department. I 100% space attack in third war. And I understand this war will cause many parts to fall because of my case in Canada, what they did. So best things I can say you tonight, government of United States, Mr. Joe Biden, you can come on to the Canada. They pay me. By European government, you can come on. They pay me. I get my paper. I don't need it because I am never coming back to Canada or I am not interested. I'll be honest to you. To building the biggest economy finance, even Canada give to me, holding the bank by $100 trillion. They tell me I have a young woman in Canada to go living in Canada. I am not interested. Believe me. You must believe who I am, United States government, and at least Mr. Putin know who I am. I am not interested in that. And God know that my heart and God know who I am. So best things I can say to you, United States government, please cooperate and help me I get my stuff together and moving back to my country. This road we are going is going to cause Sudan and Gomorrah, Mr. Joe Biden. And Canada is their head is not working. They don't understand what is coming to happen. And when God bring the major attack to Canada, which is Fort McMurray when happening, I was visiting by 100 car front my door. They did not told me directly, but indirectly, when I come out, 50 car was behind my ass. They driving. They know that I cost in Fort McMurray. Somehow my hand was there costing that. So, Mr. Joe Biden, I can say to you, before Canada going 100 times, or 101 times worse as Fort McMurray by major ice storm got attacked and earthquake completely destroyed in other parliament building. And that time I cannot walk outside the door because other people they sent to front me and they said this man caused our country be destroyed. And I must face the other people on the road. And I am not ready for that, Mr. Joe Biden, government of United States. Best things I can send in to you, but you help me, I can go back to my country. I will help you, United States, Joe Biden, for future. You raising whoever you want to raise in United States. I am not supporting Trump. I can tell you today. According to the wisdom and knowledge of God, God put in my heart to tell all of you, U.S. Navy, if you come into by Trump again, 50% United States Navy be killed inside the United States. This is this message of this man here, right here. Look into his face. He telling you, U.S. Navy, 50% of you be killed, U.S. Navy, for this crime. You casting behind my future by Trump. 5 years you put me behind, and my life completely been destroyed by us supporting Trump. Everybody got benefit from Trump. Only they put me on the outside the box in the United States. I believe was a cooperation by black culture, Obama behind that, costing that. But subject is not that. Subject got reply, US Navy to you. You was responsible. I put my life in the risk for Trump. When Trump be raised, you was responsible, raise me immediately, not listening to other people, which is tonight, God is speaking to US Navy directly. If you come in, if you keep me in United States, keep me in Canada, to again come in playing this game by Trump, you must believe US Navy, 50% of you be killed in the United States. I am not speaking to you, US Navy. This man tonight told I sending to you, don't play game with my life, US Navy, because believe 55% of you be killed in the United States by TNT nuclear atomic. Angel will release the attack from space to your country. So subject, I bring it to you, Joe Biden, you, we are not against you. I am myself, I am not against you, Mr. Joe Biden. And I want wisdom and knowledge of God coming to you, to your team. Because I am behind, if I was going to go work completely out of this mission to not come in involved United States, I had something in my hand to get paper, to get some money wisely going back to my country. Today I spend at least 8 years for your country. I don't have no money to go back to my country. And I will ask you, United States, what I did for you, you do for me. I prepare myself to move back to my country very soon because I cannot be in Canada, and Canada facing major attacks. CIA, Mr. Joe Biden, I know that. And I cannot go outside facing other people because how many people I can face? 1,000 people. I cannot face these people and say, this man costing that. This man is costing our country be destroyed. So before this happening, wisdom and knowledge of God coming to me to tell you, US, Mr. Joe Biden, cover me, support me. I prepare myself to move back to my country. And we bring an end to all this information I bring for a space mission. Everything we put behind for the future. But one thing Scott told me, when I go back to my country, you will contact me, you will connect me, and you'll be interested to raising the mission when I go back to my country. That time, your team moving to the Iran, to come into Iran raising this mission. This information, Mr. Joe Biden, 100% truth, because what God looking for my safety, security, when God attacking Canada, completely destroying everything, God know that I don't give up. If I go outside, somebody tell me something, I must stand up and answer the person. So God know I don't step back, and cause can be major problem. Before, because Canada going on the major trouble by I staying here, and they did not pay me. But you support me, Mr. Joe Biden, I go back to my country, and I will support you from this attack, Joe Biden. Because I have this ability, this is the angel attack. I have this ability to bring in angel to your side, to not attacking your country. This is my power from space, God given to me, and I will prove to many parts in the world what I am bringing. Two person only I bring. One is this man, one is this man. Two person. I don't need a whole army. This is a unknown army here. Two people only. Michael Metaton which is the Israel to the other country. They call this Israel, the angel of the dead, which is when one country going to be destroyed, he is the angel coming attack and kill all those people in that country. Sodom and Gomorrah he bring that time by Michael. So these two angels is the behind my back, and they know exactly what they can do in Canada. And God know that exactly what I can face. And tonight I bring it to you, Mr. Joe Biden, to know that best things you help me, I get back to my country. By your side, by US Navy, European connected Canada,
They pay me, I prepare myself to move from Canada, because it's not only me going to it's not only me want to basically costing this attack from space. Space God's side want to attack Canada. But by getting out from Canada, at least 70%, 65%, 70%, this attack will be not released to Canada. God say, hold on, put it back, because the man get out from this land. So believe me, Mr. Joe Biden, by you telling Canada to pay me, I move from their country. By your side, you help me too. Same time, everything is going to be held back. Nothing is going to go serious. Believe me what I'm saying to you, because space will not raise this war. Angel behold and waiting for the time. But when you come and connect me again from United States to Iran, Angel will cooperate and raising the mission again. But if you want United States be in the top of the basically mission of the gods, you are able to raise me after, but not now, because these things, because of my safety, security, what I facing so far mentally, spiritually, I must move back to my own country, because I know that major trouble coming to happening. Because of my case, God here, He will not let I go in on the trouble. Before I go on the trouble, He will bring third war to Canada, and I be responsible middle of the road when I go. It's this man caused that, because you don't know God, Mr. United States government, because God put His disciple in the furnace of fire, and the one of the king told, put this disciple of Jesus here. Put this people of Jesus. They said Jesus is the God. Put this people of the Jesus on the furnace of fire. Furnace of fire heats. And God didn't shake. God didn't step back. Oh, my disciple is going to die. Because God have courage. I can tell you, God going to the end of the world and coming back from end of the world again. And God told, put these people on the furnace of fire. And when one of, according to information I have, one of his disciples immediately raised his voice to God. God, we are going to fire. Help us. God didn't respond. God said, go to fire. But immediately they went in the furnace of fire, and they turned that furnace to the top line heat, and they shut down, they closed down the furnace. Heat went to the biggest heat ever seen inside the furnace. And one of the king, which was there by his people, they look to the inside the furnace, they see 4 people inside. They told, we put 3 men inside the furnace. Why is the 4 men we see inside the furnace, inside the fire? And immediately after 10-15 minutes in the furnace fire, they open the door. When they open the door, they see 3 men coming out from the fire out. And they said, what kind of man you are? Fire didn't hit you. But they said, no, we are disciple of Jesus. So basically, another angel, which is appearing there, Michael, appeared inside the fire. According to information I have, God sent the Michael immediately in the fire. He turned the fire to cold. Nothing happened in the fire. So I am sending to you, Mr. Joe Biden, to know that God have beyond the courage. He can carry me in the Canada beyond the courage. Even I go outside, holding the Canada being destroyed, God tell me go out from door and face the people, because God have courage. But my basically this my ability, I can say I cannot see people losing their house, their business, everything in Canada be shut down because of, I am very sorry for my language, because of dick face Justin Trudeau, or dick hate Canadian, dick hate. They have dick hate Canadian culture. And I must be responsible for them, because they did not do their job. God is speaking clearly to Canada, you pay me, I move. But if they did not do their job, who is responsible? They are responsible, because they acting dickhead Canadian. So I am sending to you, Mr. Joe Biden, to know that the best things you do cooperate by European government to come on to the government of Canada. They pay me very soon. And by your help, Mr. Joe Biden, I go back to my country. I believe 100% the Spirit of God came tonight to me and told me I send it to you. Not because I want to run away from a mission of God. No, no, no. God, Spirit told me I send it to you, Mr. Joe Biden, because God cannot see I be hurt in the middle of the summer I go in Canada because God been in war. So because I don't stand back. Finally I go get gun to shooting these people. God know that. So what I'm saying to you, Mr. Joe Biden, my message to you, few days ago in the highway, I was almost dead. My tire came fly almost on the air by 120 kilometers. 2 weeks before that, my tire blew up on the channel. I couldn't stop the car. With the 120 kilometers I drive, I couldn't stop the car. My front tire blew up on the channel. If I stopped on the channel, 2 big truck was behind my car to basically hit me. So I am in the risk in Canada, and not many people know that. And I understand God will bring Sudan and Gumaro to government of Canada, to their parliament building. And I understand I don't want to see this because of decade Canadian leader or decade this Justin Trudeau. So I don't want to see that or terrorist Muslim in their Canadian Security Service or India culture. I want to completely remove myself from Canada, Mr. Joe Biden, and I want Spirit of God came to me to send into you. By your help, cooperate with the European. You can cooperate somehow, some help to me, which is I did help to your country few years, 8, 9 years. I get myself together, prepare myself to move from Canada. If Canada pay me, their country I save. If Canada not pay me, I move their country, I don't save. So this is a message I send in to you, Mr. Joe Biden, because few weeks I can say to you, less than 4 weeks, my spirit I can say to you, even less than 4 weeks, something major coming to happen into Canada. I don't want to face that. I don't want to involve this because my war from space got released into Canada. And I don't want to basically this war happening to Canada. If there is a possibility I can get paid from their government and I move myself to my country, this war is going to be a stop, sir. This is my message I send it to you because I know that God want to save me. God want to help me to be safe. Not only safe because it's not important for me. I be safe. I go dead next day to the next life. I come back to the next life, walk in the earth as ghost. I know myself. But it's not important that. But most important, God, He don't want terrible for the case happening, which is the terrible coming right now. Mr. Joe Biden, by space God side to the Canada. And God don't want I facing this terrible in Canada when the government completely be destroyed. That time I cannot go, I cannot live in Canada, and I facing other people facing me as beast. They said this man costing our country be destroyed. So before all this happening, Mr. Joe Biden, God want you help me. I go back to my country. This is subject I send in to you, and this video is going to be ended right now.